So in this example now we're going to try and look at the student team achievement divisions task. Um, we'll work through an example and explain how this will work. So in student team achievement divisions, the first phase is again a learning phase where students are assigned a learning task. So they go away for about 15 to 20 minutes and complete whatever task that the teacher assigns them in their teams. In a second phase then there is an assessment. So in our example here we have assessment 1 and assessment 2. In the first assessment we are going to send off the 12 students to do an activity and then rank them based on where they come in terms of placing, and then assign them particular points for that ranking. So for example, if we just look at our pre-worked example, we have the team, so team 1 here, and they rank 4, 8, 11 and 6, and they get 12, 5, 2 and 8 points for that. Now the kicker is that although we've given individual scores, that we also have team points assessments here. So for example here team 1 would gain 27 points. Now, the kicker with the student team achievement division is that the students are then going to be assigned a second learning phase after their discussion on the cooperative learning processes. Now, when they go out and do the second learning phase, they are focused on improving their individual performance and therefore the team's performance, so that when there's a team point assessment 2, they're trying to improve their team score. Now here we're looking at there being, if they change their score by less than 5%, they will get a bronze medal, less than 10 a silver, and a 10% plus change is a gold medal. And then we're also going to award certificates as well for the cooperative learning processes that may go on in the lesson. So for example, we set the students then after assessment 1 a second learning phase activity, and then they are going to complete assessment 2. Now in assessment 2 we again rank the students as to their placing. We don't necessarily have to run everyone at the same time. We could run them by where they ranked, for example, if it's an athletics race. So we'll see how that goes. But in assessment 2, for example, they again add up the points. So on this we can see the team differences are the team points are 32, 47 and 22. Now if we look at then the team differential, we can see that team 1 has a differential of +5 after the second assessment. There's a -2 for team 2 and a -1 for team 3. So the percentage in change or improvement, for example, would be positive for team 1, and then unfortunately it would be negative for teams 2 and 3. Okay, so what we would be doing then is giving feedback dependent on the cooperative learning processes that had occurred, and getting the groups to discuss, well, why might not they have had a positive improvement, etc. So in this case, team 1 would receive a gold medal, and then teams 2 and 3 would receive a bronze medal for their performance. Okay. Now, as I say, in a third phase, we would be able to award certificates as well for other cooperative learning processes that would be going on. I mean, the METSO does recommend that you give it. Obviously, everything works on team points, and you give then a team points differential. And just the way that this example works means that there is obviously some team points differences that are worse. But I think the kicker here is that we should be trying to get the students to think about, well, why did they not improve on their previous performance? And then what you can do is give them, a third trial to go away and do that, and then give them a third assessment to try and see if they would improve. Okay, so that is the student team achievement division and how it works. So that's what we would have been doing in the presentation in the second part if we'd had some time. Okay.